All right, welcome back to the second part. Please not to worry, you can always replay the video over and over again to get what we're talking about. All right, um so I ended here just now on the first part of the video. So we saw how we use repeat end command to draw these two hexagon. All right, these two hexagons. So repeat 6, we calculate the exterior angle by dividing the number of sides by using 360 to divide the number of sides. That will give us the exterior angle. Then you just repeat the length of the polygon, then left or right the angle of the exterior angle, and that we draw the shape, the polygon shape for you. Any of them, you can try that using the software to see how it works. So now let's look at this. Let's look at this now. Here I want to quickly show you something here. Now if you look at these two shapes, they they are both hexagons. They are both hexagons. Okay, but they are not the same. They are not the same. In the other part, I'm talking about this one here, this one here. This one, you can see that this angle here is 45 degrees. All right. Now, a regular polygon that has 6 sides cannot have 45 degrees. All right, cannot have 45 degrees. So if you try to draw this shape here, this polygon here with this 45 degrees, you are not going to get it right. Okay, you are not going to get it right. So you need to spend some time to calculate how the shape is before you begin to write your command to draw the shape. All right, or begin to write a command for the shape. Now if you look at, we have a starting point. You can see the starting point of the hexagon. You can see the starting point, and the angle there is, the starting angle there is 45 degrees. 45 degrees. So let me show you how this will work. Like I said, this polygon here, this one that is showing 45 degrees, is not exactly with this one here. They're not the same. Okay, they're not the same. They cannot be produced by the same command. So this one with 45, you need to take some extra care to draw it. So let me go to the logo software. All right, so now let me clear my screen, clear my turtle. Okay, so now for that polygon with 45 degrees, this is what I'm going to do. If you look at the polygon, the starting point, the starting point is the turtle. The starting point is that the turtle is facing up. The turtle is facing vertically. So okay, so here my turtle, you can see that my turtle is facing vertically, which is correct. So now the first thing is that we are going to turn left 45. That's the degree, that's the angle that is being that is showing there, 45 degrees. So I'll turn left 45, then I'll move, let's say, let me just give it a distance. Let me just use any distance here. So I'll move let's say forward 30, for instance, for 30, or let me make it big. I know in the textbook they write 30, but let me make it big. Please make sure you use the correct length. Make sure you use the correct unit for the length. But I just, because of viewing, so that you can see it clear, let me just increase it to 100. All right, but in your textbook they said 30. Okay, so if you are writing the command, make sure you use 30. Don't change it. All right, so but for the sake of understanding and clarity, all right, let me just make it 100. Okay, so forward 100, Okay, you can see that forward 100. All right. Now the next thing is that we are going to turn 90 degrees. So I'm going to turn 90 degrees towards the right. So I'm going to do right 90, right 90. So I've turned right 90. Then I'll do forward 100, forward 100 again. Now I'm going to turn right 45, right 45. I'm going to forward right 45. So I'll move forward 100, forward 100. Okay, now I'm going to turn again right right 45. Okay, then I'll do forward 100. Okay, now I'm going to turn right right 90 degree. Then I'll go forward 100, forward 100. All right, then I'll now turn right 45 again. Then I'll go forward 100. All right, forward 100. Now you can see, all right, you can see that we have drawn this one that has this starting 45 degree here. It's not the same thing with this other one. Okay, it's they are not the same. They are not the same with this one. They are not the same. Okay, so please take note of that. This they were talking about control. Take note of that, otherwise you will not produce the correct shape. You will not produce the correct shape. Now if you look at this commands here, if you look at this set of instructions here, there are some that have been repeated. All right, if you look at right 45 forward 100, right 45 forward 100 is being repeated 2 times. All right 45 forward 100, right 45 forward 100. So right 45 forward 100 is repeated twice. All right, so instead of using right 45 forward 100, right 45 forward 100, I can repeat that set of instruction 2 times. Okay, I can repeat that set of instruction 2 times. So let me change the command using repeat command. Okay, using repeat command where necessary. So I'll change it. Let me remove everything here. So CX to clear the screen, CT clear total. So now this is what I'm going to do now. I'll start as usual. I'll start normally. So I'll say, so right beg your pardon, right 45, which is first thing. Okay, oh sorry, there's a mistake there. Let's return back and CT CX. So we do left 45. Okay, left 45. All right, so we do forward 100, forward 100. Okay, so forward 100. Now forward 100, after forward 100 I'll do left, I'll do right right 90. Okay, now right 90, then I'll do forward 100, forward 100. Now you will notice before from the previous command that after this instruction I can repeat. So I can now do repeat 2. All right, what am I repeating? I'm repeating right 45 forward I beg your pardon, forward 100. You have to spell it correctly, otherwise it will give you error. So right 45, right 45. You can see here this 45 is wrong. So right 45 forward 100. All right, so I'll close that. Okay, so this is where it's going to take me to. Can you see that? Can you see that? So, and I cannot do right 90 again and move forward 100. All right, then right 45. Okay, to finish it, so I'll do forward 100. All right, so that is how to rewrite the command using repeat and using the repeat command. Okay, using the repeat and repeat command. So that is what we are talking about here. So you can see that this shape here, they say use the repeat and repeat command wherever you can to draw the following shape. Now if you look at this shape, all right, the first method, we can draw it like this. We can draw it method 1. You see the first method we use the straight command. All right, now in the second method, you see that method 2, we have included the repeat and repeat command. You can see it, I colored it blue. Okay, so here this repeats, this write 45, this I beg your pardon, this write 45 forward 30, which is repeated. You can see how we now use the repeat command to repeat the instruction. All right, so that is how to include repeat and repeat commands inside the instruction. When you see that a consecutive set of instruction is being repeated, you can just put it inside the repeat and repeat command. So let's move on. Okay, so we're almost done. All right, this is just to show you the pen up, pen down. All right, the pen up, pen down. Now if you look here, the starting point is this. All right, so the first thing you're supposed to do here is to turn. If your turtle is facing up, the turtle is facing up, the starting point, turtle is facing up, is to turn left 90 degree. So you turn left 90 degree, you move this distance. All right, so you turn right, you turn right. After you finish turning right, you move up. All right, then you turn right again, you move this way, then you need to turn right again, you move down. Then when you get to this point, you will notice that the turtle is not drawing any line between this point and this point. Okay, so at this point, what you need to do is to turn you turn right as you are coming down, you turn right, then you pen up. When you pen up, you move forward this distance here, then when you get to this place, you need to pen down. Once you pen down, or when you get to this place, you turn which part are we going to turn now? So we turn left. When you get to this point, you turn left, then you pen down, then move this distance up, so you follow the pattern like that until you come to this ending point here. And when you get to this ending point, make sure you turn the turtle to face down. All right, you can see that the starting point is face up. When you are ending, you face down. Okay, when you are ending, it's facing down. So when you get to this point, make sure you turn the turtle to be facing down. So that is how this shape was being produced. And you have the commands here. I have the commands here. You can see that on your textbook. Okay, you can just open to this page 101 of your textbook and see how it was being drawn using this command. So there are two ways this the shape can be drawn. All right, the first part is without the repeat command. All right, the first part is without the repeat command. So when you look at instruction like this, always check for instruction that are repeated. All right, when you look at set of commands like this, always check for the instructions that are repeated. Okay, now if you look at these, if you look here, you will see that forward 40, right 90, forward 40, right 90, forward 40 is repeated 3 times. If you look here, you see that it's repeated 3 times. Okay, it's repeated 3 times. And if you come here again, you will see that right 90, forward 40, right 90, forward 40, right 90, forward 40 is repeated 3 times again. It's repeated 3 times again. So it's repeated 3 times again. So here, if you want to use repeat command, you have to put this instruction that is repeated 3 times inside the repeat and repeat command. All right. So, and the second option to draw the shape is this one at the other side. So you can see that the command has been repeated. You can see that it has been repeated using the repeat and repeat command. This is how to write it. Please don't forget. So repeat 3, forward 40, right 90. Why? Because forward 40, right 90 is repeated 3 times. So make sure you end the repeat. All right. 3 is the number of times forward 40, right 90 is repeated. Okay. You can also see it at this other side. You can also see it at this other side. So this is very easy. I hope that you get the logic, and you should be able to answer this question on this next slide. It says show how the following sequence could be simplified by using the repeat and repeat construct wherever possible. So all you just need to do is to check for where sets of instruction is repeated consecutively, then you put it inside the repeat and repeat command. So you repeat the number of times the set of instruction is repeated. Then after you finish, you make sure you end repeat them before you continue with other instructions. So you can quickly do this in your notes, and possibly you can play the video over and over again to understand better what we're talking about here. All right. So I'll leave you with this. I want you to you can download and install WX and MXW logo on your laptop and practice this offline. Please, no internet is required for this. Just download the software, install it, and practice all this shape on your own. Practice it on your own. Make sure you are able to draw it exactly the way it is. In IGCSE ICT, there's what is called 100% accuracy. It must be 100% accurate. All right, otherwise you will lose marks. You lose marks. Okay, sometimes you will not even get the mark. So please, I want you to pay attention. I have explained this one. I want you to practice it on your own. Then here you follow follow what you learned here. To draw this one. Follow what you learned here to draw this one. Then when you get to this point, there's a gap between this point and there. So before you move from here to here, you need to pen up. These two shapes are drawn at once. So before you move from this point to this point, you need to do pen up. Then when you get to this point, you pen down. Then you use your repeat command to just produce this shape. I've shown you how to use repeat command to produce this a pentagon. So, and also practice write the command so that you learn how to use the pen up, pen down. The pen up, pen down can be very confusing because you'll be drawing whereas your pen is up, and you will not notice that the pen is up and you will not see anything on the screen. So it's good that you practice it, and if you have any question, you can type it on the stream and I will answer you. So for now, we are going to stop here, and we have end computer control. This is the last part of the topic, so we've ended it here. So practice it. You can play this video over and over again, and then remain to stay safe. God bless you until we meet again. Thank you.